Fellow traders, 'tis I, the Rumpled One, coming to you on Friday, April the 11th, the year's 2025. Let's talk trading. Weekly wrap up with Walmal. These videos are for educational purposes only. Your results may differ from mine and different from Walmal's. As always, have your risk management in place. Never lose more than you're willing to lose on any one single trade or single trading session. So we'll jump right in, take a look at the week. We are 289 pips above the weekly open. We're 22 pips off the high, now 24, and 414 off the low. And according to the dashboard, all the weekly open gaps have filled. If we zoom out to the monthly, we can see we're definitely above the previous month's high. And we're 204 pips above the monthly open, 89 off the high, 409 off the low. For the daily, we are above the opening range for the week and the opening range for the month and the opening range for the year. In fact, if you look left on your daily chart, you can see we're definitely in previous wick zone territory. And for the year, 605 pips above the open, 91 off the high, now 90, and 1,017 pips off the yearly low. So if anybody's holding from around 1.21, you're in the money for sure. Yesterday we had an inside, actually 3 days ago we had an inside bar. Yesterday we opened inside it and moved up, and we've, according to this daily chart, we've just been moving up the entire time. And we are above the monthly inside bar from 15 months ago and the weekly inside bar from 15 weeks ago. And looking at the dashboard for ranges, pound sitting at 183. Let's see, who's the big winner? Euro Australia, 505 pips. Good grief. That's a lot of pips for that pair. I wonder why the Euro Australia is doing that. See, Euro USD is at 288, so that's no slouch. Looking at the buy zone, it went up during the Asian session, pretty much hasn't come back. And red rats, time for you to feast, just left the rat zone there at the 31.25, which also happens to be psychological. Walmal, did you take that short?
No, I did not. I was looking at something else.
Okay, just checking.
No, I didn't.
Bambino,
I wish I had.
yeah, Bambino Flex indicator said to go long. Pivot trading plan said price near or at the pivot to go long. Said to go short at R1, which it paid off 2 times, but the third time it broke R1 and actually broke R2 on the same H4 candle. Missed pivots. We missed today's pivot. Yesterday we took out a missed pivot from, what day was this? From the 7th. We've taken out the weekly pivot, and we took out a missed pivot from the week of March the 9th. So we only have one missed pivot, weekly missed pivot this year right now. And we still have a monthly missed pivot from last month. In and out of that upper wick zone again today. For the week, 437 pips of range, the 91 percentile. Interesting, we didn't break the previous week's high yet, but we did break the previous week's low by 145 pips. Right now, high minus close, 23. and close minus low 413. For the weekly open crossover traders, high minus open 311, open minus low 126. So once again, those static horizontal lines paid off. Looking at the simple price action chart here. See, let me put that back to M30. Looks like we broke the previous H1 high, but now we're pulled back underneath. Walmal, you had another good trading day?
Yeah, today was a fantastic day. You got a ton of pips. Relatively easy day. My efficiency was like 95%. So I can't complain. And it's just when we have volatility like this in the market, it just gives lots and lots of opportunity for lots and lots of trades. So got to take advantage of it when it comes.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, you do know that the efficiency is dollar based, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, it's not. Some people think that it's wins versus losses. It's actually the dollars won versus the dollars lost. So, or whatever your base currency is.
Right.
Which is a good thing because that's all that matters as far as I'm concerned. The only thing that matters is how many dollars went into the bank account at the end of the day.
Yeah. Hey, you still shooting for the 3150?
I think it's going to get there today. Yeah. Okay, I just got out of that trade. I went long, uh, uh, 15. Should have stayed in, but hey, I'll pick up where I got out. I picked up 9 pips. And why did I do that? Some people say you don't have a flip flop bounce there. You're right. You're underneath the indicator too. Yep, you're right. But what did I see? And what I saw was if you look left, we got a range, and 15 was holding as a nice little shelf. And it just seems like for the last 15 minutes or so, every time I get down to the 15, it may go beyond the 15, but it would always bounce right back up. So I said, okay, I'll take the chance and put my trade in and, see what happens and grab my pips and good for the day.
So now it looks like it's opportunity to go short.
Yep, exactly. Because again, look left. And the 30 is just, the last time I got up to 30, it bounced right off it. Eventually it's going to break through and you're going to get a losing trade. You just have to go and say, hey, that's just life. But the thing is, if I can pick up 2 or 3 wins and then finally get a losing trade, if I win 2/3 of the time, as long as my stop loss, I control my stop loss, don't do something stupid, by not controlling my losses, I'll go and make some money. So if you've gone short on the 30, you could have picked up what, 5, 6 pips. Get out, Why do you get out? You got out because you're at the midpoint of getting back down to the 15. What do I say all the time? When you get to the middle of everything, it likes to stop and think about what it's doing before it continues on or rejects off yet. And bam, you're back up to the 30. So if you would have taken the bounce off of that midpoint area, you could have gone and picked up another 5 pips in the other area.
Yeah, that was, or just to trade the psychological 25. Yeah.
Exactly. And what are you doing? You're just trading what you see. That's all you're doing. You're trading what you see. What is price doing? And if price going up, then you go up. If price going down, you go down. And yeah, you're going to take some losses. That's okay. My efficiency for today is what, 94%. So what? I lost 6% of my trades in terms of dollars, not in terms of actual wins and losses, but in terms of actual dollars, I lost 6% of them. That's okay. Did not go short at 30. Why didn't I go short at 30? Because all I got is a big bull candle here. I don't have anything telling me to go short. If I would have had still a white candle with with a big wick, like it got up to 35 and right back down to 30 and breaks below 30, then I consider going short. But I don't have that. It's not what I see. What I see is price going up and it's breaking this area. So don't take the short. Be smart about what you see.
Now you got a wick.
Now you got it. Now you can go short if you want. Okay. And now you've picked up 5 pips. Hopefully that helps somebody out there in terms of trading what you see price doing. And now I definitely would get out. Why? Because I got back to the open of the hour, hit the midpoint of this range area. So just get out, take your pips, be happy. And if you would have done that, you know, you could have picked up what 6.5 pips, 7 pips. Of course, now you'll be mad because you could have picked up more, but I don't look at it that way. You say to me all the time that, you wish you would have stayed now. And I usually say right back to you, no, because I got what I wanted. Be happy with the platter of shrimp that we delivered to your table. Don't be trying to take somebody else's shrimp.
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is, you had a plan, you stuck to the plan.
Right. And that's just what you got to do. To me anyway, everything's about having a plan. What was it with the A team? I love it when the plan comes together.
Or the Mike Tyson, everybody has a plan till they get punched in the face.
That's true. And there's, Mr. Tyson's not wrong with that.
And problems at the 25 here.
We'll have to see what it wants to do. We don't know.
It's just stuck at the quarter.
Yep, stuck there.
Well, let's see. Let me continue here. Oh, looking at the ATR percent, April's up to 114 ATR percent. So definitely has been moving. So we take a look at the range by month. 498 pips of range for April so far. And we'll take a look at the year-to-date accumulated. I don't think it's changed, or has it? No, it has. 1107. So we're above the 2024, 2025 Aprils, but we're still below the 2022. And 2020 happens to be the champion year-to-date range, accumulated range as far as April goes. And let's take one look at what if you had bought the yearly open and held. Right now you'd be up 4.91%. Quick look at the monthly, price above the upper wick zone. Weekly, we are inside that upper wick zone of the previous week. Buyer strong control. And for the daily, buyer strong control. We're above that wick zone. So, fellow traders, I hope you had a profitable week. And I'm going to wish you a fun and safe weekend. And when you return to your trading platform, always remember, never forget, it's not what you trade, it's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks. This is the Rumpled One, over and out.